I've got to say, this is by far one of the best cases I've had on any of my phones, like ever. What's up guys, Tony Hannity's here from Lazy Tech TV, and today we're going to take a look at another case from our friends over at Tech21. They did provide this for us, but this is not a sponsored post. This is a full-on, honest review of the Tech21 Evo Check for the Google Pixel XL, which is this guy right here. I've actually had this case almost from day one when it comes to this phone, and I'm very impressed with the makeup and markup of the Evo Check. First off, Evo Check is just a name specifically for the design of the phone. It's got these kind of checkered kind of design here. They have like the Evo Mesh, which I'm not sure if they actually have it for the Pixel, but they've had that mesh design for other phones in the past, and it really depends on which color that you want. I know they have it in white, so the liquid or the Flex Shock liquid on the sides are white. There's other colors that they can choose from, and that could all be chosen from their website. Comparative to other Evo Check cases that we've reviewed here on the channel, it's very, very similar, but one thing that is very different to this, other than the other cases that we've seen, is the opening for the fingerprint scanner. Now, this was very important for me because I wanted very easy access to the fingerprint scanner, but not have to worry about trying to find where it is or have the case be too much of a lip over to the point where actually using the fingerprint scanner became more of a hindrance versus an actual benefit. This, no problem whatsoever. Also, on the back end of it, since we're talking about the back, getting to the camera or actually activating the camera, and some cases have some sort of weird halo effect around the camera lens. This one, not at all. In fact, this camera with the Google Pixel, I know there was an issue, there was like a lens flare in the camera. That don't have that issue. So I'm gonna do that like follow-up review, but I don't have any lens flare issues. On the back here, camera, fingerprint scanner, check, you're good to go. On the right side, that's where all your power buttons and volume buttons are gonna be at. This, I wish were a little bit more gripped. I know, like, if I were to do it blind, like I'm doing right now, it's very easy to know that this is the power button up here and these are the two volume buttons down here. That's fine. However, if I were to take the case off, the power button itself has these little etchings that I like that feeling because it does differentiate itself just by touch between the power and the volume controls. And I kind of wish Tech21 were to adopt that same kind of design pattern on the power button of the actual case. But even with that being said, getting to it very easy. Depressing it, it's not so difficult whatsoever. It's just one click, one punch, and you're good to go. And down here at the bottom where your speaker grill and microphone is going to be, as well as your USB Type-C, this opening is big enough to implement pretty much any USB Type-C cable. Now I know there are some cables with fairly sizable heads that hold the actual input of the USB cable. I've never had an issue with this. So even though this is kind of a small opening, you shouldn't have a problem. Left side, there's nothing to get to. And then of course on the top, this is your headphone jack. 3.5 millimeter headphone jack opening. A little bit of a problem. Yeah, some. Again, I understand and realize why the opening for the headphone jack is as small as it is. They're trying to maintain a level of integrity for the Flex Shock, which is that technology that allows it to essentially bubble up and bumper once it hits some sort of impact. But this very small opening for the headphone jack has actually led me to have to use dongles with certain headphones that have very big jack inputs. So something like your standard headphone, you're not going to have a problem, like your iPhone headphones, which is weird. But I guess they don't have headphone jacks anymore, do they? No, they don't. No, but like your Beats headphones or your Noontech headphones, or if you're using gaming headphones, which I guess you could, those inputs are going to go in here fine. But if you're using something that is, for whatever reason, it tends to be the more high-end headphones, those headphone jack inputs have a larger head with the input. So the input's going to fit, but the head itself is so big that you actually have to remove the case in order to get it to fit all the way in. There's so many innuendos here, but this is not an innuendo. This is true real life. And I've only had that with like my Sennheisers, and that was a big deal for me. But you know, going to my standard headphones and leaving my Sennheisers behind, I can live without. So if this is your first time looking at Tech21, if you've never heard of the company, you've never seen any of my other videos, the Tech21 has a very unique liquid in the actual casing. It's like this liquid gel. They used to use D3O, now they use their own formula, and it's called Flex Shock. And the nice thing about Flex Shock, as I mentioned just a few moments ago, they can actually color Flex Shock to be any color that they choose. This one is white because I have a white phone, but this phone used to be white, but I put a sticker on it from Dbrands. But anyways, yeah, this is very unique because there are these ribbings on the inside, and then with the Flex Shock liquid on the outer edge. The concept, the idea is that when it hits the ground, the impact will actually dissipate throughout the Flex Shock, down the body of the Flex Shock around, so it actually doesn't even hit the phone. How real to life is this? I have done many a drop tests with the Flex Shock for you guys. So if you want, you can go ahead and check out those videos. I'll put some links in the description below with drop tests. But one thing I have noticed about this, one thing that has been an issue is that if you want to clean your case, and I know there's some people that do want to clean their case, clean the outside is fine, but clean the inside of the case because of all these ribbings is a little hard. I recommend using a toothbrush. And this is really for those people that really want to make sure that the phone that they're holding is as clean as possible, because we've seen studies out there that your phone is actually dirtier than your toilet seat. So that's raw. Anyways, so this is a wonderful case. This is a wonderful phone. You've always seen my review for the phone, but the case itself, I highly recommend it. There's a myriad of cases out there. My friend over at Fandroid actually did a review of different cases, and you can go check that out as well too. But I am a huge fan of the cases from Tech21. So let me know what you guys think. If you still want me to do a drop test, let me know, and maybe I'll do one live on camera, like on Snapchat or Facebook Live or something. We'll figure something out. But yeah, fully endorse the Evo Check by Tech21. If you guys have any more questions, please leave that in the comment section below. Make sure you're following us, Lazy Tech TV, here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you want to follow me, my links are in the description below. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Wait.